we're playing Blueprints, and I've played most of this game not online, not on Twitch. Gonna come say hi, buddy. Um, it's been months since I last played on Twitch, if I remember correctly. Maybe like a month or two ago, I did a recording, but not a live stream, of a dare mode playthrough, or at least the start of it. I need to finish that still. That's posted to YouTube, but wasn't on Twitch. This though, I feel I've been watching. I can't stop thinking about this game. I've been watching people starting it anew. I've convinced some friends to get into it. I've even seen some things that are technically spoilers for me later in the game, although I don't know how people got to the things that were spoiled for me. So it's still an endeavor for me to figure out this masterpiece of a video game. It very well could be. It is without question my favorite and maybe the best puzzle game that has ever existed. And I have a feeling that by the end of this, it might be easily in my top 5 video games of all time. Like, easily. All that said, hi Twiggy, you're a good boy. All that said, we're on day 94, much later than many people that I've seen in similar positions and unveilings of all the things. Although it's interesting because people, will discover things at such different rates and at different times in this game, different order. I saw someone beat the game the other day, like they finished the game and they had not opened a single safe. They had not, they had only unlocked maybe 1 or 2 of the permanent upgrades section. It was not, I think they maybe hadn't even seen a magnifying glass yet. They're on like day 23 or something. And they'd never even used a magnifying glass. I couldn't believe it. That said, I'm on day 94. I'm going to just show you my list of goals. Spoilers ahead. Spoilers ahead. These are my goals. In the top left, I'll make them a little bit bigger than that. I'm trying to clear tunnel boxes. I don't know what's on the other side of those tunnel boxes, but I know that there must be something because I can clear them and the tunnel continues, it seems like, on the other side of these boxes. I feel like I'm pretty close. If my count is correct, I need to get rid of around 15 more or something, if I'm remembering correctly from the last time I played, which again was not on stream. I also have this very major puzzle that I know is major and I don't really understand what it's going to give me, but it feels like this huge revelation where I figured out that castling the king and rook powers opened up a room. I solved all of the Morajai boxes in there, and that led me to know that I need to get to that room with no items at 1:30 p.m. on a day where there's a cross in the sky. Actually, let me add to that. How many stars do I currently have? Important. 23. So if I'm looking at this correctly, 25 is when there's going to be the Southern Cross, the 5-star in the sky. So I need to do that when I have 25 stars. Or, any day where I have that cross in the sky. But let me amend this because that's my current need. Cross in sky, 25 stars is the next upward moving star count where that will be true. Cross in the sky, 25 stars. There's a dead ends trophy. I feel like that's just going to be sort of naturally occurring if I find myself, on a day where maybe I get like Draxus as the constellation, or the outside room is the tomb, maybe would make sense because then I'm getting a bunch of money and I can. Anyway, that's just something that will happen, I think. I need to get 400 gold to the gift shop to get this thing called the blue tents. I do know that's one of the things that got spoiled for me. I do know that that will put like note cards in a bunch of rooms. I don't know what rooms. I don't know how to get them. They give you new information about something more, but I just have not been able to gather together 400 gold to get to the gift shop. I've been close, but the last time I was close, I had to decide basically whether I wanted to get the trophy for clearing out the what is it called? The the big shop, the showroom. I cleared out the showroom. I got that trophy finally, so that's great and finished. And then what else do we have here? We have the treasure map. Oh, I need to get a treasure map to the bedroom. I've been trying to figure out, there were clues kind of around in multiple places that you could look under the bed, and I like tried to bring a jackhammer. I tried to do stuff with the cabinet that's in there, thinking that maybe the cabinet that's in there is related to the word cabinet that's crossed out in the breaker box room. But I'm thinking that maybe getting a treasure map and then putting a bedroom in the space where there is a treasure map will yield something. I don't know. That's something that I'm not certain about, but I'm trying. And then I also need to get the reservoir drain so I can go and open up all of the reservoir trunks. I think I just got super lucky finding the one that was the solution to that puzzle without realizing that those notes that are in those boxes would be useful for me in interpreting other notes around, such as in the treasure trove. So I need to record everything that's in the reservoir and everything that I get in the treasure trove. I'm doing the treasure trove with a visual note taking like this. I can show you. Basically, it's just, oh God, it's a photograph with the color and symbol of the treasure chest trunk, and then the note that's in it. And then for the reservoir notes, I have a spreadsheet. I think that's going to be a little easier just because I'm going to ideally get a bunch of them all at once. And then lastly, I've never used the Blessing of the Monk. I've heard in streams people talking about using it in interesting ways, and I would like to explore that and understand. I have antechamber in parentheticals there as a part of my goals because I think that is an interesting room, and the antechamber is the same visual symbol on the map. Like if you look at this here, this antechamber up here behind the goals, that exact same symbol is shown pretty much exactly in Lady Espin's journal on the map that's, I think, on the last page, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, those are my goals. I'm going to hide them for now. If anyone needs to see them again, or if I want to see them again without pulling it up in my notes on my iPad, I'll just put that back on the screen. That said, when I last played, I got the trophy. I guess I can. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. I got this trophy here. The Trophy of Wealth. I finally got the Trophy of Wealth. That I already had 8 though, so I had already done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other trophies successfully, or I already gotten 9 other trophies. So I need to get those frickin' tents, and I just haven't had the money. But then, like I said, I chose between Trophy of Wealth and the blue tents, and I chose the trophy because I felt like I can more readily get the gift shop and bring a bunch of money to it, rather as compared to the entire showroom. Like the showroom, and also the showroom has a variable cost, and it was a relatively, like I had basically just exactly enough to clear out the showroom that day. Anyway, that's where we're at. The question that it's been a while since I've played, so it's very likely I'm going to make some mistakes and do some silly things. Let me for a little bit, just for both our sake. I'll move it down a tad. Just a bit. There we go. Okay, so what am I starting with? What do we want to do? Of my goals, really, like, I don't have a ton. I'm gonna start just heading to the outer room. That's part one. Let's always be running here. Let's just see what we get, and that may dictate a little bit about what our course of action as we start drafting inside the house will be. I also feel like I should. It's been a really long time since I've done a classroom run, so part of me feels like maybe I should just get a bunch of classrooms and re-look at everything with a magnifying glass again, just to figure out something. Like, there's some language stuff that I haven't figured out. Oh, and I did finish the castle puzzle. Did I finish it? I think I finished it. Let me look at my notes here. Did I finish castle puzzle? I believe I did. Yeah, so it's CIX add 6 tor lore et. I know lore means word and et means east, but tor I know that I've seen somewhere and I just can't place it. Part of me thinks that it means like clockwise or turning or something like that, and then I think the CIX is just a Roman numeral, but I'll have to. And what is C? Is C 100? Is it 1,000? I'll have to look that up and figure it out, because I don't remember Roman numerals bigger than 10 very well. Anyway, if I do the tomb, I could try to do a dead end run and see if we can get that dead end trophy, though part of me thinks that the thing that I really should be doing right now is working on getting treasure map to the bedroom, which means I should try to get a shovel as soon as possible. So root cellar never has a shovel, but it would mean that if I got the shovel, it would be more effective. I think I'm just going to take the tool shed and let it ride. See where that takes me. No, sledgehammer and block picks. Okay. Lock picks are great. Sledgehammer is good. I'm not sure that there's anything that I need to power sledge left. There could be, but I haven't seen it yet. The other thing that I could do immediately is start a lab experiment. Wait, can I start a lab experiment over in the grotto? I can't remember. Might be worth just checking to see and having that be part of my knowledge immediately. Let's go take a look. Take a quick gander in here. Okay. What is this? Is it this? Oh, wait. No. Is it this? Yeah, okay. So, network settings. That's not all. None of that's helpful. I also haven't figured out, like, why I would want to change this. I guess I will just change it. Maybe it makes it so I don't have to log in as often or something, but it feels like it never has done anything for me. But it does look like I was correct in thinking that you cannot do a lab experiment. Now we know for sure. Now we know for sure. And we've wasted an extra 4 steps doing that. Oh. You know, it would probably... Can I make this... Can I make this new text of the blueprints goals? Like... I don't know, a font that would have back or like a outline. Doesn't look like it. Okay, whatever. OBS is not built for such a thing. I very rarely play a game where that's something that I need to do. Okay, so I'm going to take the money because this is not a day where I would be able to do the underground with items thing. So that said, let's just start drafting. We got the tool shed. We have the sledgehammer and lockpick. Oh yeah, we have blessing of the high roller. Each time you draft a shop room, gain a die and get 5 extra each time you roll. That's pretty neat. That's a good way that I could earn enough money to get the blue tents. Okay. And then resilience of the rook lets you okay. And the only reason I have resilience of the rook is because I switched from the king, which is certainly a preference typically for me, to the rook so I could open that puzzle, which was so cool. It was so fun to realize that castle in there, behind that broken wall, like triggered my brain to say, well, castling is a chess move. I switched them. It opened up the wall. It was so cool. But there's still more to that castle puzzle, as I was talking about a minute ago. That said, we're kind of in a money game today, but gems are always important early on. So let's do the parlor puzzle. All right. Oh, we got a magnifying glass too. Is that going to help me with anything? Not really any of my current goals, but still interesting. I'm going to leave the key over here just so I don't accidentally do something stupid. And we're going to switch on over on my iPad to my logic boxes notes. Because I have figured out that if I don't take notes doing this, it really makes it a lot harder for me. So I just basically do this as a logic puzzle, sort of like a formal logical problem, but I'm certainly not quite doing it the exact way that you would with formal logic, because I honestly cannot recall how a formal logic puzzle equation is meant to be, but I just do as close to that as I can. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is just write down all of the statements that are on all of the boxes. The blue box says the white box has exactly one true statement. White box has exactly one true statement. And then the black box has no true statements. Okay. Handwriting is terrible, but it does not matter because I'm not showing you the notes. I actually have a way to show the notes, but I didn't set it up for this stream. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. If you really need me to explain further, this is probably one of the few things that I'm going to be doing on my iPad, and you won't have a full grasp of what it is, but I'm going to talk out loud everything anyway. The white box says the gems are not in the black box. The gems are not, oops, are not in the black box. And the above statement is true. Okay, and the last box, the black box, says the blue box has exactly one true statement, and the gems are in the blue box. Okay, so now what we're going to do is basically take device added to my account. Oh, it's this iPad for some reason. We're going to take so the way that this game works, if you're unfamiliar, and I'm sure you are if you're watching the stream, is that at least one of these boxes must be true. At least one of these boxes must be false. And the third box could be any combination of those. Early on, each of these only had one statement. And so it was basically either true, true, false, or false, false, true. But it could never be all true or all false. But now that they have two statements, I have discovered, because I incorrectly did one, that that third box could have one true and one false statement on it. It doesn't have to be all of anything. It could be either. It still can be all true or all false, but it can also have that third state. So let's just start over here. If statement number one, the white box has exactly one true statement, is true, the white box has exactly one true statement is true, then the entire thing would have to be false. So if true, white and white both have to be false. That would put the gems immediately in the black box, but let's continue. The black box has no true statements. Could still be true. I'm going to leave that second blue statement alone for a second. The blue box has exactly one true statement, and the gems are in the blue box. That would contradict this being, oh wait, the gems are not, yeah. So this being false would mean they're in the black box, which means this would have to be false down here. The gems are in the blue box would have to be false, which means that both would have to be true on blue. The black box has no true statements. The blue box has exactly one true statement, false. I think that actually works exactly correctly. Let's just double check. So the white box has exactly one true statement. Wait a minute. I fucked this up entirely. If this was true, it's not possible for it to be true. Okay, cool. So now we know that cannot be true. So that means it is absolutely false. This first statement, the white box has exactly one true statement, is false. Now, it could be two true statements. It could be two false statements, but we don't know. We just know that it's not exactly one. We know that this is not a split box, basically, now that we see that. So let's actually go to the white box next. The gems are not in the black box, and the above statement is true. If, is that helpful to me? The blue box has exactly one true statement. Okay, let's actually start with that one next. The blue box has exactly one true statement. We know that this is false. If that's true, then the second statement over here has to be true, and that's not possible. That's not possible. So now we know that both the first statement of the black box and the first statement of the blue box must both be false. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So that means both of them have a false. That means both of these have to be true. So these are true and true. And that's again because of the rules of the puzzle game, or of the parlor game. Both the other two boxes have at least one false statement on them, which means that the final box, the third box, has to be fully true. So this is true. The gems are not in the black box, and the above statement is true. So these are both true. Now, we need to figure out these last statements. The black box has no true statements. Could be true. Although, honestly, right now, we know the gems are not here. This is the only other thing that talks about where they are. So if this is true, then they're in the blue box. If this is false, then they're in the white box. Okay. So I can't rely on that specifically. The gems are in the blue. The black box has no true statements. If that were true, Let's check it out. If that were true, the black box has no true statements. Then the gems are not in the blue box, which puts them into the white box. That would be false, false here, true, true here, true, false here. If this second statement was false, the black box has no true statements. And the gems are in the blue box. Oh, shit. I feel like... Uh-oh. I feel like I've put myself into a corner where both things could be true. So that means I've messed something up here. The black box, I am pretty confident that I've got correct. The black box has no, okay, hold on. White box has exactly one true statement is false, because if it were true, it simply cannot be. White box has exactly one true statement, because if this were, if the gems are not in the black box were false, then this is false. If this is true, then this is true. So this has to be a double up. And so so this cannot be a true statement. The white box exactly one true statement, not true. The blue box has exactly one true statement. Why did we decide is false? That may be where I've made a mistake here. Let me erase this. The blue box has exactly one true statement. We know the top one is false. So if the blue box exactly one true were true, oops, that's an erase. If that were true, then the second one has to be true. If that were true, then this were true, and that's not possible. The black box has no, so that's not possible. So we know that the first statement is false over there too. So I was correct about that. Good golly, I'm going to get this wrong on stream. It's going to be really embarrassing. The black box has no true statements. And the gems are in the blue box. Both of these could be false. Let's look at that. The gems are in the blue box, false, which means they're not in the blue box. And they're not in the black box. That puts them in the white box. So if this is false, the second one on the blue box is true. Or if the... Oh, that's not possible. That's not possible either. Okay, that's where I messed up. The black box having no true statement needs to be false in order for the black box's first statement to be accurate as well. So this is false. The black box has no true statements is false, which means it has one true statement is true. The gems are in the blue box. Let's see. Here's my, just so you can see the notes. This is my fucking chicken scratch. Sorry for the fingerprints, but you know, iPads. But that's where we're at. What did I just say? The gems are in the blue box. The gems are, as it turns out, in the blue box. Hell yeah. I love this room so much. I'm not incredibly exceptional at these logic puzzles, but I can work my way through them if I'm patient and understanding of what I am working on. Okay, so we've got some good gems. I'm going to go up one more level before circling back down and to the right. When I take a shop, I get dice, which would be nice to have. And I also need to get a shovel if I'm going to do the bedroom thing Let's take the commissary. That gives me the dice. Okay, and there's a shovel. I'm going to buy it now. I'm also going to take the metal detector because I think it will pay for itself since I'm getting it so early. I'm going to leave the sleeping mask for now. We'll see if that's something I want. Same with the salt shaker. We'll see if it's something I want. I have a feeling the answer will not be the case, or I will not end up wanting it, but we'll have to wait and see. I do want to get the observatory so I can increase my stars here. Is now the time? It's going to be 24 stars. 24 stars is Diamond Minor, Glorialis, Bloom of the Sky. Sure. It's just a bunch of gems, basically, which is fine. And it gets us one closer so that the next run, on the next run, if I can get the observatory early enough without getting my allowance, I will be able to have the cross in the sky. That's another thing. I don't know if I need to see it or if I just need to have the right number of stars. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. Let's take this observatory. And to get the gems that we get. The reason I knew what this was giving me is because of the planetarium. Maybe I need to turn the music down a little bit. Let's go to like 75 maybe? It was just a little loud. The planetarium has a list in it. I had actually gotten up really quite high in the star count, and then I had a really stupid day where I was desperately trying to get the freezer next to the furnace because I hadn't yet figured out how to melt the stuff in the freezer. There are multiple ways, it turns out, but I didn't know that at the time. And I spent all of my stars on rerolls because there's I think it's at the 50 mark or something. You can start using rerolls for your, or you can start rerolling with your stars. So I did that, trying to get the freezer over and over again, not realizing that at the time that you actually can't get the freezer 2 days in a row, and I had just gotten the freezer the day before. So that was a really big waste of stars, unfortunately. Before I continue forward, I am going to return backward to just open up the right side of the starting area here. Laboratory also is an excellent starting thing. I don't have any keys yet though, but it would be nice to maybe start clearing tunnel boxes as well. So let's just do it. We'll have an opportunity to keys whenever we start moving. Just make sure I'm not... Oh, I have the metal detector. I don't really need to look around nearly as much as I usually would. Okay. Oh, I didn't have to log in. I guess that thing in the Blackbridge Grotto does do that. Cool. Oh no, that's not true. Log into network is where you log in. Okay, experiment setup. Regardless, that's what we're doing here first. We're hoping... Okay, remove a crate from the tunnel we're taking. No question. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, each time you eat an apple, or each bedroom you draft after you second. I think we're going to do the gems spending. That is a little bit more common, I think, most of the time. So let's do it. And then let's log into the network. Our lovely swan song. I'm going to set my iPad aside until I need it again. And from here, log in to... I guess security so that I can turn the keycard systems to low, because I don't currently have a keycard. That's another thing. I've seen in other streams, people chose the break room for the billiard room. And they're just able to get the key card every frickin' day, and it makes me so mad. But it is what it is. Key card system settings. Security level to low until I get the key card. We will change offline mode to unlocked just in case we do that. And then double check that I didn't miss something, even though it's very early. And we're good to go. Okay. Lovely. Since it's been like a month since I've last played, I am just looking around to make sure I'm not missing something obvious. Doesn't seem like it. There's the security that I just did. We could just immediately utility closet and actually switch the doors now to high. I'm actually going to do that. That's the other thing. It's a lot harder for me to get stuck now because I can always, like, if I block myself off here, the foundation is always available to me from the outside. Oh, nice. Okay, that's 1. 9 more before that thing pays for itself. Okay, let's actually switch the security doors to high instead. Back to this. This game is so good, man. I really do think it could be an easy top 5 video games for me. Keycard system. Want to set this now to high. Hope that we get lots of keycard doors so that we don't have to worry about keys nearly as much. Thank you, room. You've done me a great service, I hope. Well, speaking of getting locked in, I'm going to take the reading nook because I need a key. I don't even have keys yet. I could also redraw. That will give me money. Just feels bad to redraw. I still have the observatory exit, and like I said, the foundation can get me further as well. Not a big deal. Take the key. Be happy about it. Nothing else. Man, this puzzle really pissed me off when I figured it out. If you haven't figured it out yet, man. Getting that 3rd microchip. What an ordeal. I guess once I figured out what it said, it was less of a problem. No. We still don't want the salt shaker or the sleep mask at the moment. We'll take the West Wing Hall. And travel this direction. Wow. I'd like not to be losing money on this day. You know what? This is okay, actually. I'm going to take the pantry because, like I said, I can always go to the foundation to get to this room down here. Underneath it. So we're just going to take the pantry. Be happy about it. Take the money and run. I now regret not choosing the Apple lab experiment, but, you know. Take what you get when you get it. Okay. Well, shit. I guess I could go for 3 items here. And then we just go around to the foundation and start drafting from there instead. Feels bad, but there are 3 exits there, so it's probably fine. I just only have 1 key, and I'm a little bit concerned that I already will need some keys. But I think I like this plan because I am looking for the treasure map. Could be in here. Glad I didn't buy the sleeping mask. Had I bought the sleeping mask, though, I think this would have been a different item, huh? I'm actually not super certain about that, but I don't know for sure. I think now I'm gonna take the salt shaker too, just for the sake of it. I guess now I'm regretting not having it already. We gotta go outside to go inside. What am I? Okay. I also at some point would like to switch my chess piece back to being a king. Let's just think through right now. I have a pawn in the parlor. I think there's a pawn in the lab, although it doesn't matter. Reading nook is a rook. The observatory is a knight. So I would just need queen. Hey there, Clef the Mouse. You did see my name in Daniel Matt's streams. That's correct. How are you doing today? It's nice to meet you. Thanks for finding me somehow through just the chat box. Pretty incredible. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've enjoyed watching Daniel Matt's playthrough of Blueprints. It's been so fun. I feel so lucky to be like ahead of him in so many things that I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything by watching. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, here we are. Are you playing Blueprints yourself, or have you already? Or are you just a enjoyer of watching the Blueprints? Okay, let's get in here. Oh, that's not where I want to go. Man, my steps really are dwindling quickly. Oh, shit. I can't do this. Oh, did I just mess up entirely? I don't have the key card. Oh, but I powered it off. Maybe it will work because I powered it off. I've never tried that, actually. Does it work because it's powered off? You're 130 hours worth, but you're not good. Yeah. I'm not super worried about spoilers at this point. Mainly, well, that's not true. I don't want anyone to like help me with puzzles or anything, but I have seen a little bit ahead of where I am, in a few different ways, but I haven't seen the puzzles that get people to those places, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, I think you and I probably noticed the same thing. If I would call it very blue. I've seen that, and I'm just floored by what I don't know how to get to it. I don't know what it's doing, but that's, yeah, there's a lot there. Okay, so thankfully that's something good to note mentally for myself. It was a specific little thing, got it. That the foundation does work without a key card if I've powered off the key card situation. Good to know. Let's dig these spots. Yeah, I'm finished with all the sigils. I've got all the Morajai boxes down there. You can see my current goal list up in the top left. That might also give you some idea as to what I've done or not done. Though, as you know, in this game, sometimes it's just like, it's crazy the order in which people discover things and how different it can be. Really something special, this game. Never noticed the Turtles of Oh, yeah. I did notice that VHS tape long after I finished the sigil. Like long after. Okay, let's think here. The ballroom here is bad. But I do kind of want to take it just so I can get rid of a crate. But Turtles and Veraja, yeah. That you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, did you see that on Daniel Matt's stream? Like today or yesterday or whatever the most recent one was? I think maybe I had seen it, but didn't put it together until seeing it on someone's stream, now that you mention it. Yeah, it's put together in such a way that every person experiences it differently. I'm always worried because like I'm constantly suggesting this game to my friends. I'm telling them you have to play it. I can only give you so much information. And I like it's basically my pitch for most of my gamer friends is it's a puzzle game similar to Myst, but your roguelike aspects make it so that you're doing everything across many days. You're discovering things over the course of those days, and you're going to be lost a lot until you're not, and everything matters. Take notes. And I'm always worried that people are going to play it and not love it as much as I do. I know that it's an incredible game. You just have to like push to the point where you get to the good stuff is at the beginning, but there are just so many people who get to room 46 and are done at room 46, and I don't get it. I don't understand how anyone could finish, get to the credits and be like, oh, that was pretty cool. Like, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to take the dining room just so that I have the path to the right. It's also the only free room at the moment. This fireplace is lit. Why is it lit? Is that normally lit? I don't know if you were here when I said it, but it's been a month or so since I last played myself. So there's going to be little things that I'm either noticing or forgetting. What time did I like waste a ton of time and it's already late in the day? Kind of, yeah. 3:30. Okay. Does that mean that being on this pause screen does not stop time? I wouldn't have noticed that. The most important thing that'll keep someone from getting frustrated with the game is to make sure that they understand that you should not laser focus on a single thing. Yeah, you're trying to accomplish, ignore everything else. Yeah, you're right. People get so mad that like, oh, that day was ruined because RNG gave me a dead end. And I'm like, well, what did you learn that day? And they can list like 4 or 5 different things. I'm like, well, then the day was a success. Move on to the next day. You're fine. But people are weird, man. I'm also generally very laid back, so sometimes it's hard for me to know like how much of it is just me going with the flow, so to speak. Okay, let's think here. I don't need security. Security is a useless room to me at the moment. I think I'm gonna I really want to take the pool hall because of the keys. It just sucks because I keep stopping myself from getting that far right area. Not that it matters a ton. I'm going to do it because I want the keys. Let's see if I remember all the symbols from this game. Pretty sure I do. Okay. 9 and 4 is 11. Nope, not 11. 9 and 4 is 13. 10 minus 4 is 6. Times 3 is 18. This is 5. 4 times 1 divided by 1 is 4. That was it? Okay. Maybe I've exhausted the super difficult ones and it's starting to refresh into easier ones. I don't know. Does this matter? Well, we'll see if this is locked. If it is, I can go around. Okay. We'll take the hallway for an additional opening. I know that there's the key, but is there a second item? A coin, maybe? No. Okay. Lovely. Man, I love this game so much. What, do you, Clef the Mouse, do you feel like you are, for lack of a better term, past where I am in this game right now? Like by a significant margin? Can't pick that lock. I have 4 keys right now. I think this is okay. I really want to go down and try to gather some gems if I can. With the den is a good start. Trunk would be rad too. I haven't seen a trunk yet in this day. Okay, so we want to go this way because I'm going to need gems to... No, there's no reason for me to tunnel. I guess we'll take the corridor. We need gems in order to remove boxes, you know? If I'm still working on it, you're certain that you are past me. Okay, got it. Oh, okay. I understand. You're way deep. Yeah, so then, like, what I can't wait to figure out how people have gotten to and what the blue section is about. That's all I'll say, just in case anyone else is watching, either now or in a VOD later. But I just keep seeing like people who are very, very late in the game with that blue, and I'm like, how do you get there? 2, why is it that way? 3, why are there colored lanterns? Like, there's so many little pieces of the puzzle that I haven't figured out. And I have no doubt that it's all... I saw it on a stream of someone who did things in such a crazy order that they got there before they even had a single envelope, I think. Or maybe they had 1 or 2 envelopes. So I thought that I was not spoiling anything for myself, and it turned out that I saw it. I did leave the stream, so I didn't like see what it was doing or how it was laid out or anything, but just that it exists. I feel like while it would have been nice to discover that on my own, I got nearly the exact same satisfaction finding out that it exists through that as well. I'm going to take the workshop here just because it's a room that keeps popping up. I don't need it. I think I might have turned it to common at some point because it took me so long to get anything built in here because I stupidly early on stashed this stupid lever in the coat check, and for like 30 game days didn't ever get a coat check, or maybe it's not didn't ever, but didn't at the very least didn't draft it myself, and just was like, I don't need that lever until I get a greenhouse, and it just never coalesced, and I didn't realize that it was for something else. I could, oh no, I don't have a battery. Is there something that I could do though? I think, yeah, this. Do I want to do that? The pick sound amplifier. What is, let me look at my notes. I just need to take a look. It is a shame a little bit, but I like I said, I think that with this game, the way that it's built, I'd stop playing it once I got to, actually, once I discovered the castling rook to king and realized what I needed to do, getting down there with no items at 1:30 with a cross in the sky, I had gotten to a point where I had so few stars because I did a stupid thing with rerolling that I was like, fuck, when am I ever going to see that Southern Cross again? I just stopped playing for months. And it wasn't like I'm done with the game. It was more just like, I need to pause. I need to reset and understand like the different goals that I might still have. And I'm glad I did, actually, because I think that that kind of rejuvenated me rather than just banging my head against the wall trying to figure out what to be doing next. It gave me a chance to watch some other people starting the game, see what their thought processes were, all that. I need to see what, I don't remember what the pick sound amplifier does. So I must have a note somewhere that tells me pick sound amplifier, items. This is the one downside of doing full handwritten notes, or mostly handwritten notes, I should say, is searching through them is a pretty big challenge. I also have screenshots, but they're not actually screenshots. They're just pictures that I took on the thing. Even if you're straight 0, yeah. So I wasn't at 0. I was at like 6 or 7. Like, I don't remember what the number was, but it was like very far away from the next cross. And I had already gotten the planetarium list, so I knew like how far away it was. And I just was like, man, how am I even going to ever do this? What does this freaking item do? Do I want to build it? Is there a reason for me to build it? Oh man, my notes are sometimes too extensive and sometimes not extensive enough. Pick sound amplifier. Pick sound amplifier. Maybe I do have it in my typed notes. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. Maybe I have them in this set of notes. That's the other thing. I have notes freaking everywhere, which is a problem too. Most of it's in my iPad, but the notes that I had, my original note was like, there it is. Okay. Greater chance of picking high sensitivity locks. I don't need that right now. Ooh, ads are starting in 50 seconds. I apologize deeply. If you would like to avoid them, you can with a sub, prime sub, $6, whatever. If not, 3 minutes, not a big deal. You saw one insane person whose notes were all layers in Photoshop image by the time they were done. Oh yeah, so that's what I was saying. My notes on my iPad got so big that it couldn't load anymore. It like took forever just to scroll. So I had to start secondary and third and tertiary note sets. So going through it is tough. Anyway, I don't want this because right now I'm not super concerned about the locks. This detector shovel I need to look up also. Same place. Detector shovel. Greater chance of finding coins and keys while digging. Greater chance of finding coins and keys, much greater chance of finding coins. So this just improves both items, but it would make it so I can't. Can it still dig? Oh, of course it can still dig because it has a higher chance of being coins and keys. Okay, great. The never sleeping mask salt. Sleeping salts. That's good. That's very funny. Is there anything else? It's just been so long, I'm forgetting what everything can be. What would this be? Oh, right. That's another thing I didn't find for a very, very long time was the freaking burning glass. I think I'm finished with at this point, but I can't say for sure because this game is forever going. Okay, I think we're good then. The only thing I would potentially build is this. And my worry is that the bedroom goal, getting a treasure map to the bedroom, is something that will require the jackhammer. I just need the battery to build that, so I'm gonna not do it. I'm gonna not do it because I'm also only at 90 gold. I don't think that would help me get up to 400 really. Boy, do I regret breaking that chapel open the day that I did. I'll tell that story when the ads are over. Quest bedroom. Yeah. This is a perfect place for it. I could redraw, but what am I looking for down here instead of this? The only thing that would be better would be something that could theoretically give me the treasure map. What are my other goals? Or the pool. I've actually never seen the pool all the way down here, but I don't know if that's because it has requirements or not. I'm sure. I'm just going to take this. You know, I also need to look at this again. Gain extra 5 each time you roll dice. So it's the rook ability would not yield extra gold either. Okay, great. We're headed north, one way or the other. And we have the workshop if we decide we want it, or if we get the battery, we'll make the jackhammer. Just in case. Part of me wants to take the casino just to get rid of the box. However, that feels a little bit reckless, and I'm going to take the East Wing Hall. We'll have plenty of opportunities to draft things that cost gems. We don't need to force the issue. Boiler room would make it more likely for me to be able to get the pump room so that I could empty the reservoir outside. That could lead me to a goal that I need to accomplish. I think that's a good idea, actually. Okay. Nope. This is all already solved. Oh, wait, there's probably dirt spots down here, though. Hey, welcome back from the ads. Hopefully they weren't too awful. I'm sure you saw some cool stuff from Twitch about dick pills and Teslas and pharmaceuticals. Well, I guess dig pools are pharmaceuticals, but you know what I mean. What am I doing? Looking for a dig spot, which I guess isn't down here? There's almost always a dig spot down here. Crazy. I guess because... No. I was going to say because of its location. I was going to say I'm really disappointed in myself for the timing in which I'm going to go down and around again to the foundation. Broke open the piggy bank in the chapel because I did it thinking that it was going to get me the showroom trophy, and I didn't yet know at the time that the showroom trophy cost an additional 100 gold on top of clearing everything out. It was so frustrating. Like, I was like, I have just enough. I'm going to be able to break this open. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to buy everything in this showroom and I'll get the trophy. And I ended up being something like 3 or 4 coins short of being able to buy the trophy. It was horrible. It was truly horrible. Yeah. It makes sense that you would have remorse for it because you don't know the extent of everything that you need to do. Is this where I wanted to be? Why did I just open this room? This isn't what I meant to do. Although the master key certainly sounds pretty interesting to me. That will make it so that literally no door is a problem because I've already taken care of the security rooms. I'm sorry, the security doors. Master key would get me that. It's pretty interesting to me. Yeah, let's do it. Good for me putting that in here. What a great item to have. Okay. Well, gosh. Now I don't need to worry about keys literally at all. So it's really just... God, I keep passing this door. It's just about gems, and I need to get more of them. So I'm going to start at this door. This way. I also tend to have a rather terrible sense of direction, so I will be pulling the map up all the time. Okay. My gosh. I'm going to redraw. I want something better than this. It'll give me money. Yuck. You helped a modder debug a mini-map mod for the game? That's funny. Well, I guess I'm taking the aquarium. That sucks. There's likely a gem in the aquarium. There's also a dig spot. It's also a shop, so I ended up getting a dye back that way, so that's good. It wasn't the worst. Yeah, see, I spent hours trying to figure out why there was no X in that room, the bedroom. I'm still certain. I feel very good. Like, there's this thing I've already done. There's this X over here. I don't know if there's something hallway related that I've missed. This is telling me, but I'm pretty sure that this not having an X is yet another indicator that, like, the way to put an X there is with the treasure map in the bedroom. I don't know. It could be, I could be reaching, but let's continue forward. Keys no longer matter. Man, I messed up the boiler room. The whole point of having the boiler room was to have a higher likelihood of drawing the pump room, and I just blanked on it entirely. The kennel's not helpful anymore. I guess I'm going to take the passageway for the extra left path as compared. And we have power, so we can look for that pump room. Not because I need it to be powered necessarily, but just because that's an opportunity. I think I'm going to take the electric eel again, the aquarium again, because it's going to a downward and give me another die. And my mustache is not being cooperative today. It's to be in my mouth very badly. Nothing. Gem. I was hoping for gem. Maybe I should have built that metal, I don't remember what it's called, but the better shovel with the metal detector. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Courtyard, so many dig spots. Man, the 2 gem requirement, sorry, the drafting something with 2 gems laboratory experiment is not happening today. I think it's happened 0 times. Yeah, 0 times so far. Gotta get on that. But I also didn't have as many gems as I was hoping to have at that point, so let's see. Start getting them, I think, now. Casino is really the only one that I passed up, if I'm remembering correctly, although I'm sure I am not remembering correctly. Okay, good, great. Okay, south first. I'm taking the casino strictly to get a box out of the tunnel. Obviously, it gives me money as well. Crate removed. Hell yeah. And maybe at the end of the run, if we haven't been able to do any of the other money-related things, the 400 gift shop, for example, we'll come and gamble. Let's see. Nothing else to be done in here. Yeah, me and my mini, I am in a good spot to pause. What's up? You doing okay? Oh, I see. I should have known. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you to me and my mini for redeeming the Pickle Roulette for the hour. We are headed over the Pickle Roulette stage. Thank you for being here, taking a very short break from Blue Prince in order to pull a candy out of this bag. This has 4 flavors in it. They are green apple, lemon lime, watermelon, and pickle. Pickle is truly disgusting. Despite my love of pickles, it's just what it is. You, as a viewer, are going to have a chance to place a bet using your channel points. Prediction will be up in very shortly. It is an even split of randomization, but that's not true for this prediction. So do with that what you will. You'll have 2 minutes to get your channel points in. If for some reason you don't have enough channel points to bet, you can always follow if you haven't already, and it'll give you some channel points. Let me pull that candy out. You have 2 minutes. Actually, 1:45 already. This right here, this is the candy. They all look exactly the same. Could be green apple, could be watermelon, could be lemon lime, could be pickle. We have a bet on pickle already, it looks like. I'm assuming that's me. Yep, it is me and my mini. Good luck to you. If that happens, I'm going to be mad, but also very happy for you. You have won. Let's see if anyone joins you. There is at least 2 other people hanging out. We'll see. You have 1 minute remaining, everybody, to decide what you think this piece of candy will be. Is it pickle or is it not pickle? We don't know. We'll know very soon, though. Boogie's looking at me, my cat, looking at me like I'm a crazy person and or holding something for him to eat. He knows it's not. He's smelled this before. He does not like it. He tends to not like strong smells anyway. You've got 40 seconds remaining. Get those channel points in. We have a bet on the not pickle option. Really smart to get a little bit of money on there. Probably not pickle, but you want me to eat the nasty ones. Well, I appreciate that, I think. Congratulations for getting your channel points in. You have 20 seconds left if you want to get any more on there, or if anyone else wants to join. One way or the other, this is happening. You have 10 seconds left. Here we go. This is it. Your last chance. Your final moment. We know that it's near the end when the song repeats again. Professional Pog came in here just in time to gamble. Oh my gosh, it's perfect timing. Here we go. Let's get in there. Okay. Well, I've got great news for somebody. And part of that was for me. It's a green apple, everybody. Congratulations to the non-pickle predictors.
Miss.
Big miss for me and my mini. Congratulations, Professional Pog and Clef the Mouse. Wow, big wins for y'all. Really good. Thank you, me and my mini, for bringing us to the stage. But with that, we got to get back to Blueprints. Okay, where was I? Let's see. Hey, everyone. Me and my mini, Professional Pog, thanks for being here. Actually, before I do this, I'm just going to sit on this screen. If you're someone who's even possibly ever going to play Blueprints, you probably shouldn't be watching this stream. I'd love for you to be here, but we're way past the point of no return when it comes to spoilers and stuff. So just want to let you know, if you don't care, I love that. I love to have you here, as you know. And it, I guess theoretically, if it's something you might play like a million years from now, you could be okay, but regardless, this is where we're at. If you're completely unfamiliar with the game, it's a puzzle game, roguelike puzzle game even, and basically every day is a new day. You draft rooms to get through. Each room has different abilities or puzzles, stuff. Basically, the original goal was for me to get to room 46 so I could properly inherit this manor. That has long since been done, and we are now exploring the deeper recesses of how the game, or I guess of the game's story more than anything else. Okay, so I'm going to go out this courtyard and head upward. We're still looking for both getting more gems and using the gems to create rooms that cost 2 or more gems. Those are my 2 things that are happening at the moment. So we'll take the boudoir. That's going to give me 2 gems right off the bat because I have already solved all of the safes. Man, the update that I don't know if you're still here, Clef the Mouse, but the update, I was playing before the update that made it so safes stay open. So I was constantly having to put in the code. And a part of me loved the idea of the player being forced to recall or remember what the code was all the time. But in retrospect, this is the right thing to have done. Master key for everything. Okay, interesting. This is probably a good place for a redraw. I could easily tunnel here, but I think using the redraws to get money is fine at the moment. I'm gonna do one more redraw even. There we go. I'll take a secret passage and we'll do a green room. You finished your playthrough less than a week before the patch. Yeah. I think from a flavor standpoint, it made sense that they wouldn't stay open for you. It made sense that you had to reopen them every day because they're inside the rooms. Obviously with some caveats there, but they're inside, so they would reset just like everything else. But from a ease of life standpoint, this is obviously better because I'm sure there were a lot of people out there who are like, not wanting to have to remember that, and so probably were just leaving gems behind when they didn't need to. Couldn't have been me, but I'm sure that was happening. Okay. Beautiful. We'll take the veranda in a heartbeat here. Why are there 2 spare bedrooms? I must have gotten one in the mirror room and not realized it. Or I am now forgetting it, I should say. But we'll definitely take the veranda here. That gets another crate out of the tunnel. And likely gets me at least 1 gem, if not more. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're pretty much set on steps at this point. Gems, we could use a few more just for the sake of having the ability to keep removing crates. Man, I can't wait to see what's at the end of that crate tunnel. I just can't wait. I don't know if that's going to be today, because I think I had around 10 to 15 to remove still. But honestly, I don't even know how deep it goes, so. Master key. I wish there was I could just hit E for the master key. Okay, this is interesting. If I take the indoor nursery here, obviously it's a dead end. However, I don't mind having the opportunity to get more. Like, I can circle back and get these gems later on. I think that's what I'm going to do. The real question is, I guess today, as far as my goals are concerned, we've turned this into strictly tunnel boxes. There's really not much of a chance of getting the treasure map for the bedroom at this point. Still possible, I suppose. I also do need to get the reservoir emptied so I can go back down there. That'd be nice because I have so many keys. I would open some of those chests. Probably shouldn't have come in here yet, I'm realizing. But I guess it's okay because I got this and the dining room. Where is the dining room? Oh, okay. That is theoretically gettable. Okay. So now, any green room from here on out, we'll put 2 gems in this room. Lovely. Oh. What? Oh, right there. Nice. Thanks, metal. I think the metal detector has paid for itself by now. Could be wrong, but it's pretty darn close if it hasn't. Okay, from here, we're going to go up to the aquarium and out that door. I could still be trying to get to the antechamber too. I don't need that, but more allowance would certainly make it easier to finally get the freaking blue tents purchased. Speaking of, here's the Mount Holly gift shop, which I could just get to have in the event that I win enough money in the casino. That actually isn't the worst plan. I think I will do that. It's also a shop, so I get a die. Eventually get to the point that you hear it to go off in certain rooms, you know exactly where to look to pick up the key. Yeah. I mostly am at that point. But I guess I didn't even realize that it was in that there was still something in there. Because it wasn't going off until I got closer to that side of the room. Anyway. I bought everything that I can except for the damn blue tents. One day, hopefully today, you will be mine. Is there any reason not to just keep going forward at this point? I have enough gems. I'm not worried about locks. Spare green room puts gems into the nursery. Vault removes a box now. It also would make it so that I can no longer get into the antechamber from the left side, which maybe doesn't matter. It would also give me 40 coins, putting me much closer to buying the blue tents. Yeah, that's the right thing to do. Crate has been removed from the tunnel. There's still more. I don't think I've ever metal detected here. Have I? Aha. Nice. That's another thing. I'm still wondering if there is a fifth or even more than that box. Now this box right here, I did save the money that was in this box for the day that I did end up getting the showroom trophy. That made me feel good. Like, I was like, it sort of made up a little bit for the chapel fiasco. Not fully, but somewhat. Okay, good. We're removing boxes. We're making progress. This is here. We'll see. We're not going to the casino yet, though. We're first going here. Now, this room, we wouldn't mind this being the pump room. And it has a higher chance to spawn because it's a power room. Would be funny if the metal detector just exploded when encountering that much gold in one spot. It would be funny. It would be horrible. Simon just dies and respawns the next day. How many do I have of this already for the mechanarium? I think I've opened everything in the mechanarium already, but I can't be 100% sure of that. I also know that one of the antechamber levers is here, but I don't remember which one now that I'm saying it out loud. I certainly have it in my notes, but who knows where. Oh, levers. I have a whole section on levers, actually. Where is it? Levers. Yeah, so the mechanarium would be the west door anyway. I can't get to it, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm going to redraw. This is also not good. I don't need keys. This would give me 2 more gems in the nursery. I'm going to redraw one more time. Weight room is interesting. That also has a lever. I think the south one? Could be wrong. I'll look. Levers. Yeah, that is the south one. Huh. You love that every item that has any effect on my current draw is depicted visually on the screen. Yeah, you're right. It is a cool little thing. Yeah, it's got the compass, the power line. If I had the emerald bracelet, it would be up in the top left area. It is beautiful. Really, really cool stuff. Which am I doing here? If I took the weight room, I'd really be limiting myself on getting back to the nursery. The antechamber's not that important for me. It's just not. I'm going to redraw again. Screw it. The pool. That's what we were... Oh, I didn't have the pool yet, so the pump room couldn't have been in this. But we're going to take the pool anyway. He would say I'm anti-chamber today. Speaking of anti-chamber, someone was talking about a game called Anti-Chamber, and it made me wonder if that's something that I should play at some point. They were sort of comparing it to this. That's right. So I couldn't have gotten... Yeah, that was silly of me. I didn't have the pool yet, so I didn't have access to the pump room yet. I am going to go this way first. Because it's still possible that I find the greenhouse. Is it the greenhouse that opens the south? I think it is. I already have that note up, so let's take a look. Greenhouse south, yeah. Okay. And I do have the broken lever, so I'm going to save that spot just in case. I'm going to open this one first. I'm only now realizing that I only have 1 gem. I'm going to take the spare green room That puts gems into the nursery. Okay, we're going to be gem rich now. I'm actually going to leave. Antichamber is more of a puzzly game. It's about 10 years old, kind of messing with physics and perception. Ah, I see. Yeah, there's a lot of games like that that I think that I would love and just never get around to playing. Like, there was that one that was about photography imagery that came out like 2 years ago. Can't remember what it's called. And then there's also the one that messes with perspective. That was like 5 or 10 years ago. I don't know. Time is a silly construct that doesn't make sense to my brain anymore. Ever since 2020, my time has meant nothing. Okay, we're going back just to be getting more gems with the watering can and the nursery. Watering can. I didn't draft a kitchen yet, did I? No. So theoretically I could refill this can, maybe. Now that I think about it, I don't know what my pump room status is, so I don't even know if the water is running to the kitchen right now. Can't remember at all. Okay, cool. So we got... That was awesome. That was a really, really good spare green room. We went from 1 gem to 8. We gained 7 gems through that process. Do you play a lot of puzzle games, Clef the Mouse? I often find myself in games like this, although fortunately not this, looking stuff up by the time I'm into the really difficult stuff just because I'm ready to get it over with. So like Myst, for example, I played when I was a kid, hardly knew what I was doing, didn't really do anything, but played it for the first time about 2 years ago, I want to say, and I had to look up at least 3 of the puzzles just because I was frustrated and annoyed. The controls weren't great. The visuals were hard to see. Actually, even like for Myst, if you're familiar, one of the very first things that you need to do is find a letter on the ground. And I don't know if it was the TV I was playing it on or if it was because it was the Switch version, because I was playing it on my Nintendo Switch at the time. The piece of paper was impossible to see without knowing that it was there. So, I don't know. The roguelike aspect is what got you to try this game in the first place. Yeah, that makes sense. I love roguelikes as well. I'm currently playing Hades 2 for the first time on stream, although I haven't gotten to it in about a month now. We'll get back to it soon. This is not where I'm headed. I'm going this way. I wish I could refill the watering can right here. Okay. At this point, there's no reason for me to go down to the East Wing Hall unless this creates a dead end. You're currently grinding on Nuclear Throne. I've not heard of that. And you 100%ed Hades 2. Yeah, cool. I nearly 100%ed Hades 1 way back when. The only thing I didn't end up doing was catching all of the fish. That's not true. I did not do all of the difficult... what are they called? The higher difficulties. I got up to like 12, 15, somewhere around there, and was like, I don't need to keep going. Hades 2, I'm still pretty early on. I haven't even finished a run yet. I've beaten the first 2 bosses and have fought the third, but died to him. Okay, opening this with the master key. Treasure trove is excellent because 1, we're getting money. 2, I will be able to learn about a new box. Nuclear Throne is there with Isaac Rebirth, older game that recently got an update. Finally got the game up past 30 FPS. Big inspiration for Enter the Gungeon. Yeah, I'm familiar with Binding of Isaac. I'm familiar with Enter the Gungeon. I've played a lot of Binding of Isaac, but never feel like I became excellent at that game. I played it a lot on like breaks at work on my Switch, when the Nintendo Switch came out, it was one of the it was one of the games that I put the most hours in pretty early on. Okay, here we go. We have a box to learn about. $230 coins. That is a lot. It is a lot. Okay, so let me go to my note that is about these treasure trove trunks. So this is the 6th treasure trove trunk. It is black with a moon. And then I'm going to open it. Take a picture of the note. This is contradictory. Okay. Take a photo. Everybody smile. This is so much harder to do with my microphone in the way. I don't always stream blueprints. Sometimes I play it off stream, so. Photo. Size it appropriately. Boxes marked with moon always contain false statements. Can't be true because then this would be false, right? One of the trunk symbols you always called wavy. You know what? I am the exact same. I was calling it like theme or waves, depending on what note I was taking. And I saw someone else call it flames, and I was like, oh. And I literally, in my notes now, it says flames everywhere that it needs to. But it's pretty hilarious. Yeah, I think it was flames for sure. Okay, cool. Well, so this note really doesn't tell me much. Steam was closer, I suppose, yeah. It's just weird that, like, you know, sun and moon, cool. Water feels like it sort of makes sense with those things to a degree, so like waves. Flame, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I'm sure they were just like, shit, we need to figure out a third symbol. What could it be? We want sun and moon. Is this south? No, this is north. Okay. Interesting. Only done 3 triggers of this today. We're at 230 gold. Man, is there a chance of me... Oh, I could spread gold. And this costs 2 gems. This is a great room for the moment. Yeah, no reason not to take this. Crate has been removed. Do I have a queen? Where are the queens? I don't have her ladyship's chambers. I don't think I drafted... what's the second one called? It's not... It's obviously not the office. It's not the drafting room. It's the... You know, that one that has the safe in it. Anyway, I don't have it. Because I do want to switch back to the king at some point to make my opportunities easier. Regardless... Let's go in here. We're not going to spread the gold yet. I don't know where the gold is in this room, actually. Or where floor gold is, I should say. Somewhere. Somewhere nearby. I hear you. This way? Oh, it's a key. That's why I couldn't see it. I'm going to wait until I'm backtracking to spread gold. Just so that I have more rooms opened up. Theoretically. We'll see. Hang on. Is there anything that I need to do here, though? Aside from that? I don't want to stop the experiment. I've already read... you know what? There could be a new email, actually. Since when I last looked. I've read this already. Okay. And that's the newest one? That's the newest one. I guess I should also look to see if there is, speaking of, a staff announcement that I haven't read yet. Oh, I think the announcement board here is slightly more convenient as it's a way for the entire staff to contribute without us doubling down on information or bombarding Simon with dozens of holiday well wishes. Randolph. Simon, now that you have a satellite connection, you should be able to connect to Cinca to download some new experimental... I've already done that. It would be great if you could try them out. Okay. Well, still cool. Glad to get new information. Do I need a magnifying glass ever? Not really. I'm going to special order the shovel just to make sure that I get it in future runs for the sake of the treasure map goal. Okay. Lovely. Okay, I think I take the... Oh shit, the pump room. I take the pump room. I want to take the music room because it removes a crate. However, I do want to empty the reservoir. Yeah, it is not currently empty. God, I wish I had power. I left this accidentally with one space remaining, however millions of years ago it was that I did it, and I've never been able to fix it. Okay, so I don't think I need the aquarium anymore filled. So we'll do that. Let's see if I can recall exactly how this is going to work. I need to fill the aquarium. The third goes here. I can fill now. Yeah, that's interesting. I've seen a lot of people wait and wait and wait to get power in here before they did the fountain for exactly that reason that you're talking about. And I just was like, I have enough. I can do it. I actually did everything without this filled for a while. Or like close to at least. Okay, so I filled the aquarium a bit. Now I'm going to take from the reservoir. You were looking at the board. The devs went the route of playing the fantastical stuff completely straight. It's just taken in stride that you're doing a thing in the house just instantly magically removes a crate from a tunnel outside. Yeah, I agree. It's a little sense of slight magic that is totally explainable by maybe Anne Babbage just fucking running around. Or something more that's the thing, like I have a theory working that there's a few. Either Herbert's not really dead, which I don't think is correct, but could be. That Mary is actually the one running everything. I don't know. It's complicated. Obviously it's complicated. Okay, let's put this way now. Oh wait, no. We want to reservoir into the pump is here. I need to make sure it's going this side. It is. Just get some of the lads down there now. Okay, and then we can fill the aquarium further. And the goal for doing this is to make it possible for me to open more of the chests in the reservoir. When I was down there, I got the key, I'll say, just in case of spoilers. I got the key that I was looking for almost immediately. It didn't take very many tries. So I didn't really have to like piece together puzzles. So I just have a bunch of unopened trunks down there. I also didn't keep track of any of them because I didn't realize that the notes might mean something bigger because I opened so few of them. So, People have calmed down a bit, but spoiling and backseating was a mess. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't stream this game very much, is because I was worried about spoilers. But honestly, like, I will say, aside from really large audience streamers, it's mostly been very respectful, because the people that are watching someone that with like me with 1 to 10 people watching, like 10 is my maximum basically anytime these days, like no one, the people that are watching are not trolls. They're people who love the game and just want to watch someone else experience the game because it's a different experience than what they had. That's why I'm watching people stream. I just, you know, you have to be careful with spoilers like I had happen. But you got spoiled a bit. How? Oh, you said it was early enough that the update hadn't happened. So it was like June-ish. It was the summertime, maybe even a little earlier. That sucks, man. People, you know, sometimes it's people just wanting to help. Sometimes, though... Okay, so we're finished here. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. I could still put 2 more in here. You know what? I also have the pool with those 2 trunks. It actually kind of would make sense for me to drain the pool. Damn it. Drain the pool, go get the trunks, because it might have more money in it. And then come back here. How many steps? I mean, I'm acting like I have infinite steps, but I don't. You only streamed up until finding room 46. Makes sense. Although, like, man, that point of the game, you don't know anything about the game still, it feels like. Chat's reaction to Daniel opening stuff in the reservoir was completely merited. Do you mean... My brain was like, Daniel, the main character of the game. You mean Matt Daniel. Or Daniel Matt. Daniel Matt. I don't remember that part of his stream. I don't know if I was in the chat at the moment or not watching, or if my memory is just bad enough that I don't remember it, but feel free to tell me about it, unless you think that that's going to somehow spoil me, which I don't think is going to happen. All I'm doing really at this point is keeping track of I want to keep track of those notes because they're going to help me understand the treasure trove notes better, I think. Okay, so probably do want to do the pool, but let's just keep going, see what other rooms we even get. Kitchen would get me a die, which would theoretically get me 5 more gold and make it so that I could walk around more freely. Oh, the first 2 we opened were with the key and the allowance. That's, I think mine were like the 3rd and 4th maybe. So like it just was, I don't know. I honestly, I kind of feel like the placement of those 2 trunks was, obvious isn't the right word, but they're in the kind of place where very experienced video game players, I guess I can get rid of my goals. No, very experienced video game players will go to look first most of the time anyway. And that's kind of a bummer. Okay, I'm taking the kitchen. That does mean the top corner is empty to me. I only have 2 more rooms. So we're going to do the kitchen. Which gets me a die. It appears that there is no money here. I can fill this. Not that that matters much at this point. Tomato soup. Do I have red rooms here? How many do I have? 1, 2, 2. Bummer. So it's worth 10 steps. This is 15 for 8. This would be... Oh, and I also have salt. So actually each of these is 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. Banana and club sandwich are the same value. Okay. Let's just take this then. I'm going to think about whether I need more in a moment. Actually, I guess now's the time. So let's think here. You include in the fantastical category Simon eating turnips straight out of the ground. Yeah, he's got a very strong digestive system. Because just a raw turnip, you know. Yeah, what the heck is that about leaving a pizza slice behind? What is that? Everything else you finish. I mean, the fish too. I wish he would eat somewhat, like a little bit more. Pick out those eyeballs. They're delicious. I know that that's gross for some people, but and I guess it's not like a fried. I don't know. I eat a lot of Chinese food, and the eyes are sometimes the best part of a fish. But obviously, that's not anything compared to a whole slice of pizza left behind. Okay, so is the vault also a rook or a knight? It doesn't matter. If I can get a queen, then I can think about it. But I know the vault is not a queen. Okay, so I need to go. How many steps am I taking? Basically, is the question. Oh, and I can't. Oh, this could be the greenhouse, theoretically, if I need it to be, or if I get lucky enough for it to be, I should say. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets me to the pool, the trunks. 6, 7, 8, 9 returns the reservoir back to 0. I already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 gets me back to the foundation where I can do what I need to do there. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So that gives me 12 extra steps in the underground. I think I'm good on steps. This might amuse you. I was done with the game before I realized there was a knight in security. I think the terminal always grabbed your attention, so you just never noticed it. Focused on observatory. That is funny because of the night sky. Yeah, that's how I remembered the nook so easily, because it's a rook. And like it rhymes. That's an easy one for you to recall. I always remembered that that the pawn was in like so many different rooms. Den, parlor. Trying to look around and see what else. Bishop in the chapel's easy to remember for sure. But yeah, like honestly, the king and queen, even though they're in only 2 rooms each, is that even true of the king? Is it only 1? I have it in my notes. I'll have to look. But like those are hard for me to remember. I always remember that the office had the king, but I could never remember where the second one was. Is there a second one? Do I have it? Is it the throne room? Am I remembering wrong? I don't know. The queen was always easy for me to remember, but I also could never remember the damn name of that room. What is it? The, you know, the one that's in. The study. I can never remember the name of a study for some reason. Okay, so we have enough steps to do what I want to do. We're going to get, hilariously enough, the water back down for the pool. And we go this way to empty the pool, just so we can get those 2 trunks. Then we need to empty the reservoir because wait, that's going to need to go. It's already from there. Drafting studio, drafting room. I'm sorry, drawing room. Drafting studio is a room that I did not see. I saw it once early and got a classroom, if I remember correctly, and passed up on the clock tower that first time. And then I didn't see it for a really long time ever again. And then once I did see it, I knew that I needed the clock tower to get a sanctum key. I didn't know how, but like the clue in room 46 gave me enough, and I was like, it's clearly the clock tower. I saw it once and I never saw it again. I can't wait to get it again. And it just didn't come. It didn't come. It didn't come. It was so late. It took so long for it to happen. It's just the way it happens sometimes. I was really proud of myself in the drafting room for the safe, though. I solved that thing almost immediately. Although I will say that I also had already done the office safe, and getting the office safe helped me better understand that the message did not really only mean what I originally thought, which was that there are 8 safes if you include the gate outside. But as we know, there are so many meanings in that damn place. And there might even be more that I haven't figured out. I can't wait to, like, a part of me is pretty confident that there is not going to be an 8th envelope. But boy, if there ends up being one, it's going to be such a fun surprise for me. Okay, so that's great. We can just leave that as is, because we're going to go down to the pool, and then back to the pump room. I'm going to unlock the door above the pool as well. Then we'll spread the money. Down to the pool. I forgot that watering can... Oh, disappeared. That's fine. Money, money, money. Hell yeah. And dice also get me money, so this is actually excellent. Okay. It's been a while since I drained the pool. I'm surprised there was no money at the bottom of it, aside from the trunks. Maybe that doesn't happen after the first time you do it. We'll take the rumpus room. The showroom removes a crate. The rumpus room gives me money. I need 400. I'm at 241. This would put me at 249. Spread is probably... I think I can get to there if I get a little bit lucky in the casino. How did I react when I realized the swim trunks actually meant? I was annoyed. I was slightly annoyed. Only because I think when that happened, or when I bought it, I thought that I was going to be able to actually swim somewhere, like finally get into the water or something. And I was like, oh, it's just trunks. And this is maybe the first time I've opened these trunks too. Could be the second time, I don't know. I think I take the rumpus room for the money. Because I think that I can get to 400. If I can get these damn blue tents so I can start working on that puzzle that I know exists but don't really know much about, that's going to be a big deal. Simon is too feeble for that. He doesn't have functional knees. He has no upper body strength. There's just so much trouble for him to get around. Okay, so now we go back up. We fill the pool back up. Don't really need the gems, but we'll take them. We're going to do this first, though. Do I have any rooms where payroll would exist? It looks like ads are starting in 1 minute if you'd like to avoid them. You can always subscribe if you don't mind 3 minutes of Twitch ads. That'll be that. I'm going to keep on going. I don't think I have any rooms where that money would go, so we're good. So I've spread the gold. Do I see any in here? That's something that I actually don't know if spreading of gold is something that puts them in very specific places or not. And I need to now flip this. And this. All right, ads are starting. See you in a minute. Or 3 minutes, I should say. This game is so good. It's the gosh darn best game. Is there any reason for me to put this 2 back in here for some reason? I guess if I want to... No, there's not... I guess I've never seen the aquarium partially filled or not filled. Maybe that'll reveal something new. Probably not, but maybe worth checking. That's the 3rd one. Why not? Okay, before I continue, I'm leaving the kitchen behind, and I do want to double check that I have enough movement for what I'm planning. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Get enough money. I need to, after spreading the money, it's worth eating at least the bananas. It simply is. There also might be money in here that I didn't see from the spread. No. Because I need to be able to walk through the whole manor to collect the money that I just spread. These are only... Is this worth 10? I think so. Okay. Beautiful. Reservoir is emptied. I have 4 keys. Open some of those. We're looking for the money that I spread. Hello? Money? Why not? I did do it, right? Well, my audio is getting weird and glitchy for some reason. Don't love that. Hopefully that was just a weird little bump in the road. Okay. Where am I going from here? I guess what I'm doing is going down to the foundation first. Oh, the dining room is here also. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go... Oh, I also should go back to the coat check to put the master key away again. Okay. Money, money, money. No money. Wow. Where's all the money that I spread? I did do it, right? God, what if I didn't do it? Did I don't know. I'm going to do this first. Go down here. Get these boxes out of the way so I don't have to think about that. I can focus only on trying to get enough money for the blue tents. Oh, not that one. This one. Okay, let's see how many I actually did open. Now that we're down here. See if my story sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. I opened 7 already. That's actually more than I realized. Let's start with the ones that are already open. I'm gonna need to write a bunch of, actually, you know what? I have a spreadsheet for this set. It's gonna be a little bit more efficient, I think. Pull up that spreadsheet here. Reservoir crates. It is a simple sheet. Sheet nonetheless. Come on. I don't need you to be so wide. I want to be able to see chat still, just in case. Things need to be seen. Come on, window. There we go. Okay, great. So, first thing is Black Moon. Dang it. Black Moon says the box containing allowance tokens is marked by a moon. Is marked by a moon. Okay. That must be... Yeah, so I must have opened this one first. That's how I found the allowance tokens quickly. A black box contains allowance tokens. This one is Red Moon. Red. Okay. It's 2 that are already open. It's that one and this one. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. I need another column for additional notes. Additional notes to say that this is in the water. This is White Sun. White Sun. Okay. The other ones that I opened were not in the water. Okay. And this one. This one is Blue Moon. Blue moon. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by fire. Flame. In the water. Okay, next in the water that I've already opened is this one. Stupid rock. Get out of the way. This is Red Moon. Red Moon. Only one box in the reservoir as a prize. Water. We know this one's false. I guess I should do another column. Things that I know are true or false. I know that this is false. Okay. Great. Good. Did I already do this one? No. This is White Sun. White Sun. This box contained 3 allowance tokens. Was that true? I don't remember. I don't think it was. I'm gonna have to assume that this was false. I'm gonna put a question mark though, just to be on the super safe side, because I don't remember. It is far on the side, so maybe it did. Okay, so those are... have 6. The last one was this one. Right, so the box containing allowance tokens is marked by a moon, a black box. So that's how I figured out this. No, that's black moon. By moon. I don't know. Now I'm forgetting all of how I figured this out. Black moon. I thought that I did it with having only found a couple, or opened a couple boxes too. Clearly, I did more than that. Black moon. This box contained a sanctum key. This was true. Right? And this was the allowance tokens? Oh no. That one was the allowance tokens. Okay. That one was the allowance tokens. True. Okay, back to this. Sorry. Blue moon. Blue moon. Box containing allowance tokens is white. This was true. The box containing the allowance tokens was not a moon. This was false. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm not keeping track of the color of the notes either. Fuck. That's why I had it as note photo. Okay, I need another column. Okay, this is a bigger spreadsheet than I realized. That's okay. I need another column here. Add column. Note color. I thought I was going to take pictures of all of these, but this feels better to me. I don't know why. Okay, so this was a green note. Let's just make sure this was a blue note. That is important. That's why I know that this is now true, because it's a blue note. Of course. Of course. This one, green note. Only one box in the reservoir has a prize. This was a green note. So far, green notes can be either true or false, it seems. I'll have to look at the treasure room as well to confirm that, but I think so far that's been true. This one, by a flame, is a red note, which means that this is false. And we know that it's false because we found the one with tokens. That's how we knew what we were looking for. Got it. One blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. That could be true or false, but it's blue, so it's likely true. Blue. If it's not true, we have a lot to learn. And there's 2 left. This one is a red note. None of these were handwritten, right? This was false. And the first one, Black Moon with a red note. That was false. I'm just going to look one more time at the red notes to make sure I didn't miss one being handwritten. Box containing allowance tokens is marked by a flame, was over here. Not handwritten. Oh, I guess that's the only other red note that I found. Okay, cool. So that's everything that I have opened already. Now I have 4 keys. I would really like to first see the one that's hidden. I'm surprised I never figured out opening this one too, but here we go. This is White Sun with a handwritten red note. White Sun, red, handwritten. A box in the water contains 3 allowance tokens. This ended up being true. Box in the water contains 3 allowance tokens. True. This one was hidden in rock crevice. You know, once I found this one, I never really looked for other little crevices like that. Are there any others? I just got that. I saw that one and was like, cool, there's that one. I guess this one's sort of hidden from view, but it's not hidden. Yeah, I guess not. Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do is actually start back here and work my way forward. So I'm just going to do these 3. This one is Black Flame. Black Flame. Black Flame. Blue note. The pink boxes, I guess they're pink and not red, huh? Do not contain any prizes. Which one was the one that had allowance was white? So this is true. Huh. I guess it calls them pink. Strange. Hi there, Random Red 38. Nice to see ya. Thanks for saying hello. I hope you're doing well. I'm currently spreadsheeting because a million years ago I got a sanctum key down here and then never came back. Actually filled the reservoir back up. So we're today we we emptied the reservoir again for the first time in ages. And we're just keeping track of all of these because I have a feeling, I could be wrong, that some information down here may end up being meaningful for the treasure room. I'm forgetting what it's called now, but the treasure trove notes. So that's why we're doing this. This is Red Sun. Red Sun. Although now I know it's pink. This is a blue note. All boxes marked by sun contain memos that are true. Wow. Is that true so far? True. True. Oh. True? Question mark I'm going to put. That's hard for me to believe, but it is a blue note. So it must be. Random Red, you know Clef? How do you know Clef? And welcome. I appreciate you being here and being happy to chat a little, even if it is just to say hello. Okay, White Flame. White Flame. Green note. A prize is in a box marked by Flame. That wasn't true so far, right? Sun and... Where was it? Moon and Sun. Singing here and... Yeah, so... Okay. Interesting. It's possible that there's another prize down here. Unknown. Don't know the result of that. You see a lot of the same people in Blueprint streams. That is true, and makes sense. Clef found me and recognized me from what's his name? Is it Daniel Matt or Matt Daniel? I never remember. I was watching him play and have enjoyed that quite a lot. Okay, so we've done all we can down here. None of the rest, I assume, are openable because I don't have any keys left. So we will continue that during another future run. Random Red, are you in a completed state? Yeah, there's the Are you in a completed state with Blueprints? Are you just a watcher and lover of people playing it? What's your Blueprints situation at the moment? Okay, I can put this spreadsheet away, actually. Just make sure that it's saved. It is. Excellent. Yeah, I kind of run the risk of getting spoiled a little bit by watching Blueprint streams, but I feel like I'm deep enough that very minor little things that people find that I haven't seen yet are okay. It's really just if people are like, basically if someone has already finished emptying the finished emptying the tunnel of crates, or has already started looking at the blue tents things, that's where I have to leave and can't watch. You've been watching for 8 months and played to about halfway through. How funny. It's just that kind of game, right? Like, you just can't stop thinking about it. Even if you haven't played it fully yourself, it's just a forever thing to think about. Okay, so now I've done everything underground that I need to do. Unless I have 54 steps. Actually, you know what? I just realized I should leave the foundation, go back to the front rooms to collect whatever gold I spread down there. Right? Because I'm trying to get up to 400. Let's think about this from a steps perspective. Foundation down and out to the entrance hall is what, 5 steps, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might be 6. Let's call it 6 just to be on the safe side. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, then 26 back up here. Then I'm getting more steps in the dining room, but let's just count it out fully. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. So with the dining room food that we're about to consume, we will have enough steps to do all of the searching that I want. As a viewer, you've learned you can't really assume that a player knows anything that you haven't seen them learn yourself. I agree. I saw someone discover the outer room but never noticed the west path gate before they called it a day. So when someone asked what outer room they drafted in the middle of the next day, he was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, that sucks. I was watching someone late last night, who was in the gear room in the underground and was messing around with it and was like, I know that there's a way up there, and I know that there's a secret room somewhere that I have seen before, but I don't remember how to use it to get up to the top layer of the gears. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for you, Random Red, but it sounds like probably not. And I was just sitting there, and he was like really frustrated. The thing he was frustrated with was not being able to recall where that secret hallway was, right? In the underground. But I didn't want to guide him to it, and he was sort of asking for help, but like I was being really coy and trying not to say anything, and was like, I will answer yes or no questions, like maybe I can even come up with a leading question. And I'm really glad that I did that, because it turned out that what I said was, he had 1 million steps, so he could afford it. I said, would you mind telling me everything that you have done in the boiler room? And he was like, what are you talking about? I like figured out the puzzle, and now the boiler room is both powered on when I need it to be, and I can get through all the doors easily, right? And I was like, okay, if that's all you've done, I can't answer any more questions. And obviously that's leading enough that he knows now there's something related to the boiler room that has to do with what he's trying to figure out. But had I just been like, oh, this is where this hallway is, he would have found it and just become even more frustrated with himself. And he would not have put together... He also doesn't take notes, which is a different issue altogether. People who aren't taking notes playing this game, fucking, what are you doing? That said, to each their own, you can play however you want. Yeah, like, had I just guided him to it, he would have been frustrated because he still wouldn't have been able to get up to the gear thing, and it probably would have led to him saying, can you tell me more to discover how this works? But instead, what he now knows is that something related to that pump room box is related to getting that thing to work. That's all he knows, and now he's figuring that out from there. The path to change was not having to open that door anew each day. Yes, I did not realize that. It's good to know that, and I do wonder if it's open right now for me or not. I guess I could check. It doesn't matter, because I don't need to go back there, unless I'm in desperate need of a gem for some reason at some point. Anyway, yeah, it is dangerous to be a viewer of this game and, like, talk about it at all. It's really interesting. And again, it's because the order in which people discover stuff is so different. Like, I have all of the Sanctums finished, right? I have 5 editions, right? But that doesn't mean anything. I still haven't figured out how to do something in the bedroom, and I know that there's something there, and my guess right now is the treasure map. I don't know that for sure. I still have never once, not a single time, used the Blessing of the Monk effectively. I got it once and didn't understand how it could be helpful, but I didn't do anything with it. And so I'm now realizing that that's probably some way to discover something different. Right now, my guess is that the antechamber is what I want to put there because of the journal in Lady Epson's room. But who knows? Like, there might be more beyond that. So there's just so much to figure out, you know? Okay, let's do this. If I go down to the dining room first, we get the food. Actually, it makes sense for me to just leave now I shouldn't have even come up here yet. Right this moment, if it's not clear, my goal, I hope, is to get enough money collected to be able to buy the blue tents. I think we're going to be able to do it. We're in striking distance. The casino is where it's going to make or break, right? It sucks to put my money on that, but that's just the way of the gambler, I suppose. Okay, so we're going to the front because I don't have a way to get to the front of the house from inside. That is really good that they patched that. Obviously, it's like sort of safe adjacent in many ways. Oh yeah, and so that guy had never seen this note. He had walked through here a million times, and I didn't even point him to it. He still hasn't seen it. But I was just like, wow, it's the things that people notice or don't notice or keep track of for themselves is so different from person to person. Really interesting stuff. Is there any reason for... No, it's just the tool shed. I'm going to be really pissed if I did not successfully spread money. Because I haven't found any money since I spread. Oh, thank God. Okay, so now I know that it is a successful spread. One of the very first things you noted in the game ended up becoming relevant literally dozens of hours later. Me too. For me, it was the chapel angels and the numbers related to them. I don't need to go further than that. You already know. Was there anything? No. Okay, we're just trying to collect money that has been spread. Money, 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 please. Oh, does that mean? What does that mean? That it's in? I think that means that it is in here. Yes, okay. Okay. I don't really want to go in here if there's not any money visible. But there is that spot just to the right that sometimes has it. I'm going to do it. Okay. Sometimes stuff is here too. I don't know if there's specific spots where spread puts money, but it's okay. We can walk faster. Okay. Then this was very literally just the one room. I'm not even going to bother doing that one. Money? Please? No money here either? What about here? I would for sure be getting a beep if there were. Okay. Wow. Well, shit. Maybe I should go in here then. Oh, I do see money. Okay. Worth it. Is one of the first things something that you feel like you could share? Or is it potentially too spoilery? I mean that you noted in the game that you're talking about. I'm just very interested to know what other people have experienced, you know? You're not 100% confident. Well, I appreciate you keeping it to yourself in that case. Is there something that I could show you that would tell you? Or is that also too much of... Yeah, you know what? It's fine. I don't need to know. It's not that big of a deal. But it is interesting, nonetheless, that it can work that way, you know? Okay, so we've exhausted the entire bottom area from the entrance hall of coins. But the I knew something was up with this moment was funny. Good. There's just so many little things, you know? So many things. Like I have a full stack of notes. There's that note that so there's the dated logs that before I had the admin key. Let me just say that. Before I had the admin key, there were all those logs, and then there were the redacted ones. And I wrote every single date that was related in there. Every single one, right? And the information attached to those dates. as best I could. And I literally just wrote it there. It's handwritten notes. It's horrible looking. I wrote all of that. And then I got all of the redacted ones. And I like moved stuff around on my iPad so that I could fit things into the proper dates. Those haven't come into play once. I mean, obviously it's great for story. I've learned a lot of how the story has progressed because of those things and how different things have happened. But nonetheless, it was seemingly so far a little bit useless as far as like puzzle information. It was also before I had really figured out the dates or how the dates related to safes more directly. So I was just like, anything with a date, I gotta write this shit down. Hello there, bird. It might dining room. What is this? This is the trophy room? Trophy room. I'm just gonna go draft that one room that's left before I do it. Because the trophy room, how much does the trophy room cost? Trophy room is where? Cost 5. I have enough to get it, and that would get another box, plus make me feel even better about my step situation. Okay, good. So let's do the draft first, and then we'll eat on our way back. Pool hall has some money for me. Thank you, office. How funny. Well, okay. I wasted something. I wasted steps to get here now that I realize I didn't need to go that way. That's okay. We're gonna be fine. Money? Anywhere? So, no money. This is... I'm gonna go down and then back up. Looking for money. Any money at all? No? There is money there. I'm glad I came this way, because it's 4. That's a good one. There was a part of me that was considering not taking the steps to come down this far. Okay, now we're going to draft this room. We're going to re-roll as much as we can, but if we get the trophy room, we are taking it. Because the re-rolls give me 5 gold each. Okay. Beautiful. And lastly, that will take the sauna, I guess. Locksmith doesn't do shit for me. Lost and Found doesn't do anything for me, and it could actually hurt me, theoretically. Could take my master key, and that would be tragic, because I did not yet return it to the coat check, which is where... Fuck. Here. Okay, so that's what we're doing next. Okay, sauna. Sure. Money? Any money? No money. Okay. So now we're going this way. We're going to check the... Oh, immediately. It's got to be down here, though, right? Okay. Where does the spread of money happen in here? I guess it is upstairs, huh? Strange. Oh, right on the railing. Cool. Okay, and then we're going to the coat check to put the master key away and check for money in here. Hello? Oh. Master key. Thank you. No money? That's fine. Okay. So now we're going to go back to the dining room to eat. God, I'm getting nervous that I miscounted. I don't know. We'll be fine. 21 extra. So I have 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We're good. I can explore the entire way for any additional coinage. God, we're still a ways away, though. We're going to have to get lucky in the casino. I do have the broken lever, though, so we have the slightly better slot machine, at least. North? North. This is partially filled. That's right. This is my first time seeing it partially filled. It still has pretty much everything. Just get +2 free spins and 200 gold twice. Easy. You know, I said this in the Dan stream earlier today, because he did a spin and got 2 free spins. I've never gotten anything on the spin. I've done it at least, I think, 10 times, and I've landed red every time. I thought that it was a troll until today when I saw him do a spin and successfully get it. Crazy. Interesting. So you didn't have to empty this all the way to see a lot of this stuff. How about that? How about that? This way. Gold. Oh wait, this one is more filled than that one was. He did get nothing on the 2 spins. So the troll hypothesis may still carry. I don't think so, because like I said, I had never even seen the free spins happen. God, I hope I'm correct in saying that. That's at least my memory of it. I'm going to go this way first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're just looking for any coins that were spread. None? Nothing? God, we're going to have to get so lucky. I hate it. Okay. Turn in the courtyard. Oh. Wait. Okay. That, man. Okay, turn in the courtyard to the boudoir. Coins? Give me some coins? Anybody? No? Okay, yep, we're just going straight through. Any coins that we get are gravy. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Sure, why not? Doesn't matter, though. No coins, huh? God, that spread didn't give me as many as I was hoping it would. Okay. God, I need a lot. So now we're just going to the casino, and we're going to see if we can make it happen. The question is... God, the spread didn't even put him here. Do I go for this? If I don't, feel like the machine, the slot machine, has a pretty solid chance of me climbing. It's just gonna feel really slow and boring. But honestly, I feel like if I really want to, I want to get those freaking blue tents. I know it's gonna open up a whole new avenue of puzzle for me. No, it leaves notes in rooms. I don't understand how or exactly what, but I do know that it's that. So it's just gonna keep revealing new stuff, and I really want that. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna play it safe. I have the lever. We're gonna use the lever. And now we gamble. Okay. That was great. Oh. I did not mean to press that. Is there some... Okay. I'm gonna try to get a snake for the net. A snake for the net, please. Or a clover would be fine too. Fuck. God, I want these tents so bad. Snake for the net? Or a triple coin? Okay. Another snake for the net. Or another 2x. We're at 6 right now. I've already spent 4. Golly. So 256. Plus 5. So yeah, it costs 1 to spin. I just have to keep in mind that I want to at least break even on every spin if I can. Though something like this, I'm just going to respin. There's no reason to do bonus spins when you have nothing matching up. Okay, this is good. We get rid of the snake. I said we get rid of the snake. And then we see if we can get... Okay, we're gonna take that. Really weird combo, but we're gonna take it. We go for this to make the set of 4 or a 2x. There we go. I honestly do think that if you're using this machine specifically, not the one that only gives 3 bonus spins, but this one, I think if you're really smart about your odds of hitting things, you can make money here on a pretty regular basis. It feels that way to me. But you got to be smart. Like right now, I could go for another one, but that's only +2. And we're already at +1. So like, who cares? Just go for it again. You know? I wouldn't say I'm a great gambler, but I did for a short while play poker pseudo-professionally. I do love stats. The 2x times 2 is so enticing. I want to hit a clover so bad. Oh my god. Hit me with that clover one time. Well. Yeah, we can't get that lucky. Okay. That's okay. Oh my god. Again? Oh, the clover's right there, dude. Again! It's the exact same spot. I shouldn't be going for that one. It's a big payout, but the odds are not in my favor in that. Is the audio level okay with this? I know this part, the spinning of wheels is a little loud, but I don't want to blow your ears out and or cover up my voice with the slot machine sounds. Okay, we're gonna go for the triple coin. We're gonna go for the triple coin or a double. Okay, we still made 3 on that. It's worth 1 to get a single. Perfect. Those clovers do not want to hit. They're just right above or right below over and over again. Okay, great. We can reroll this one twice. If we hit a snake, we're really happy. Nope. I think we chill there and just let it ride. Yeah. We don't need to keep going. People have made spreadsheets with optimal strategy. I believe it. It's really just a matter of, like, I don't know the odds of each dial, for lack of a better term, like what each symbol chances of hitting are. But obviously, the chances of a coin are higher than the chances of a triple coin, are higher than the chances of a clover, etc. Or I think that's obvious. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's not true. But I think I've got a decent handle on it, at least. There was one run, I don't remember what I was doing, but I did, like, make money. And was able to use it for something worthwhile. That makes me want to get a net, but it's not really worth doing, I don't think. That's worth. With optimal strategy on this machine, the EV is about 1.34. EV meaning the output of dollars per dollar spent. You gain 134. Expected value, yeah. Okay, great. That's what I thought. I mean, not exactly that number, obviously, but it does feel like you can really... If you have more than one net, does a single snake count as more? I would like to find out. Well, actually, I'd like to just find a snake now. Ooh, okay. We're going. That's not it. And the only time I'm willing to try to get a crown is if I already have 3 on the first spin. No other time. And even that probably isn't the right thing to do. We love the clover. Do I just cash it out, or do I try to get something additional to it? The worst thing that could happen is a snake. We're already in the plus, and I can roll out of a snake. Well, that sucks. I guess we re-roll this one now. Okay. I guess the extra spins were just to break even. On the extra spins. We still got the 10 for the clover. God, if I can get to 400 today with this, that'll be pretty cool. It's worth 1 spin to see if I can hit a 3. There we go. That's worth re-rolling this one. Get out of here, snake. 2. We've spent 3 so far. There we go. Nice. This game is so good. What a stupid thing that's happening right now. Okay, not worth it. This could be... Hell yeah. Awesome. We love an immediate +4, that's for sure. Willing to do one roll here. Nice. I don't think going for the snake makes sense in these situations. Nor does going for the net here, because that would only get me 12 coins anyway. I mean, 12 is a lot, but I don't think the chances of me hitting the net are terribly high. Yeah. Let's see about a single coin or a triple coin here. Okay. I would love triple coin here. Or clover. This probably isn't actually proper value play. Felt like it could have been. One more and we're fine. Come on now. 3, 4, now we're at breaking even if we hit it, but which we did, and we broke even. There we go. There's no reason not to just do 3 here. Oh, incredible. We're over 300. Okay, we're over 300. We need just 98 more. We have made good progress though. What were I don't even remember what I was at to start. Was it 240 or something? I should have paid attention. Not. You think I was in the 260s? I'm hardly making progress. No, I was at 302. I'm not now. Hey, Twiggy, you want to come say hi? Come here. Come here, we're gambling. Oh, yes. This is Twigsworth. He doesn't really like being held, so this won't last long. He's a good boy. Say hello. You want a treat? Oh. Oh, 260s. Yeah, got it. Yeah. No, was I in the 260s? Man, my strat is working. You're right. We're going to keep at it. But first I need to give my cat a treat. He's a very good boy. And it's midnight and I'm speaking too loudly for him. This? Let me get it. Come here. Boy. Oh, very nice. One more. One more treat. We're gonna let the people see your face. Oh, wow, you grabbed it from my hand? You got it. Wait, did you drop it or something? Did it fall? I'm confused. I can't tell if you swallowed it whole or if it fell. Ads are starting in 1 minute. If you'd like to skip the ads and keep watching me spin these wheels, you can always subscribe. Twitch Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, is free. Otherwise, it's $6 US. We're gonna keep on going. Will I see if I dropped this treat? I don't know. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to let me know if you find it. But otherwise, you'll see 3 minutes of ads, and that's okay. What are you're gonna miss 3 minutes of wheel spins? Thanks, buddy. You're a very good boy today. It's no longer worth it. Okay. Man, when you see that the double 2x, you want to try to go for a clover so bad, but honestly, I don't think chances of it happening are high enough for that to make any sense to do. Going back to your bed? That's a good idea. All right, see y'all when the ads are over. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it very much. It's been fun tonight. I should stream this more often. It's such a good game, and I often don't play it when I want to because I'm like, I should be streaming this, and I'm not streaming today. Or I'm streaming something else today, I should say. Like, I'm playing Metroid Prime 4. Come on now. Man, as soon as I got to 300, we started a rough streak here. The triple isn't worth 9. Okay. Hit me with that triple coin. Come on. Or a clover would be fine too. Fuck. Two spins here for a single coin would be fine. God, that makes me want to go for a net so badly. If I go for net and I hit clover, then I move the snake out. I can do a couple attempts here. It's not going to work. Okay. I don't know what the odds of each symbol are, no. What I'm assuming is that the odds are better for the, I guess I can get rid of my goals visual here for everybody. I'm assuming that these are more common than these, which are more common than these, and so on. Oh, do I want to know? Honestly, yeah. I do want to know. If that's something easily shared, I would love. Oh, sorry. Nightbot stopped that link, but I will still pull it up over here. Yeah. You're good. I can see it. Let me pull it up. These are the odds of... Open this in a new tab so that it can be larger. Okay, cool. Coin is 30%, over 30%. Oh my God, clover is 0.5% chance? Oh, wow. Okay. This is immensely helpful. Thank you. Wow, that's so different than I expected it to be. And honestly, if I weren't streaming this, I probably would have looked this up. So I feel good about this. Thank you for sharing it. Yeah, so that's why coin... Okay, so if I coin... It does make sense to try to get a triple coin twice. Yeah. Oh, sorry, once, not twice. Because that just broke even. Big coin is 9%. Okay. So I spent 5 there, got 4. Or gained 4. That's not worth doing. Right? No. We just gotta keep at it. It's a real bummer that we're down back to where we were. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Clef. It's been a pleasure to have you. Question. Have a good night. A lovely rest, even. Net is very bad chance, right? 4%? Okay. Let's knock this out, try to get the triple. Not worth more than that. So I guess, really, the clover, you just have to be thankful happens at all, if it's 0.5%. This is worth trying to get 1 additional once. Okay. The crown being 8% is actually really surprising to me, and tells me that if you do end up hitting the triple crown, you definitely should attempt to hit the 4th. I've only had that happen a few times, not once yet today, but I've had that happen a few times in the past. I was just doing this one because snake or coin were good. But now, if I were to do net and hit coin, it's worth 6. If I were to do... Yeah, I guess now I'm re-rolling the net, hoping for coin. Cool. Okay. Hit me with that triple. Now, is it worth it? Probably not. it's worth once trying to get either a 2x or a 4th coin. Fuck. Screw you, game. This is just where we live now. It's worth once trying to get a 2x or a 4th coin. It's worth trying to get 6. Nice. Man, I can't believe I was over 300 a minute ago. And we're back down to 266. We're fine. It's happening, but it's just a slow climb. I love that. It's worth re-rolling this to try to get a coin or a 2x. Fuck you, Snake. Okay. Very well worth it, I think. It actually ended up being the same. No, it was +1. That was +1. Okay. Come on now. Hit me with those coins. Hit me with the multi-coin. Yes. Oh, that feels good. It'd be really incredible if I hit the 4 crowns and that's what got me over 400 so I could go buy the damn blue tents. This is worth doing at least twice, I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Twiggy really went to bed. He went over to my bedroom. Wow. Good for him. Lovely. It's worth trying to get a coin here. We only netted 2 there, but it's still net 2. Nice, that was good. What are the chances of snake? 10%? Fun. Okay. Back to 300. Can we continue upward into the 300s? We want to be relatively frugal with our bonus spins. We want to improve things or do things that have high odds like this. Even though it's small wins. A small win is a win. Shit. Now we're starting to get into less good territory. Now we would be breaking even. That's fine, I guess. Look at those frickin' clovers up there. It would have been so sweet to get multiple clovers. Have I ever gotten multiple clovers? I feel like no, but I'm sure it's possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Come on now. Come on now. Thank you. This is worth 1. Oh, now we have to get rid of it. Okay, it worked out. God, a clover would have been so sweet there. You snake, you. Do I go for this? So what can improve me here? We can get a triple coin. We can get a 2x. We can get another clover. Triple coin, 2x, or clover. So that's basically a near 20% shot with multiple attempts. The only negative would be a snake. Okay, good, great. Progress is progress. Any small amount of progress is important. Okay, go for a coin. Coin or clover, I guess. I do really want to know if a snake is counted twice if you have 2 nets. It's not really worth finding out, but it would be nice to have that happen and for me to know. Is this worth a single reroll? No, it's not. This is, though. Nice. It's worth trying to get the single coin or a clover. Suddenly, wasn't worth it. But I think the odds are worth doing there. We made it back. Nice. Maybe I should have tried to get a net or a 2. No, there's just not it's not enough of a chance. I guess it could be net snake 2x would all have been good though. That's a better chance than what I was giving myself before with the big coin or 2x. Interesting. Come on now. Wow, that's the second one of that I just haven't hit. Out of here, snake. Q machine. Okay, if let's see, my odds of a big coin, 2x, or clover yet again are 18.5%. 18.5% is slightly under 1 out of 5. A snake would be bad. So I'm going to re-roll a couple times looking for clover, 2x, or triple coin. If I don't get it, that's okay. Awesome. God, having the odds confirms my play in such a way that, like, I was already mostly thinking about this in the way that I am now that I have the odds in front of me, but I'm very glad that Left the Mouse was interested. Hey, the Loose Wig, nice to see you. Thanks for lurking. Honestly, although this is a spoiler technically, this is all I'm doing for the rest of the night until I get up to 400 coins. So, but also I know you're going to play this game, so I appreciate the lurk. Don't be spoiled. No, you don't want to watch this either. Yeah. Like, there's too much here. This is even a thing that's in the game that you shouldn't know about yet. Go, lurk away. Go watch someone else with me in an open tab, with the tab muted, not the stream. Thank you. I saw nothing. I can't wait to watch you play this, though. I will be happy to do so. Okay. This is always worth one attempt. This is definitely worth attempts. Nice. VOD viewers, skip ahead 12 hours. God, I hope it's not like that. I don't think it will be. We're making progress, slow and steady. We can't do this last bonus spin because if this ends up being a snake, then we just lose. And right now, we're +4. So we take the +4. No snakes for us. There's no snakes in our boots. That's what I say. Nice. Would it be worth... Okay, so getting a single would give me 5 total, so +2. Getting a clover obviously is great. A 2x, 6. It's not really worth it, is it? I'm going to do a single roll. Okay. Nice. We're going to do that again. Single roll. Ooh, hit the clover. Give it to me. Oh, man. Oh, man. Every bit of progress feels so good, but... Okay. Hold on. Great. One. think this is technically worth 2 or 3 rolls. Oh, God. Is there anything worth re-rolling here? We have a 9% chance of a 2x, I guess. I think I'm just taking it. Well, okay, hold on. I'd have to get wildly unlucky for, like, multi-snakes. Let's do 1. Let's do 1. Let's do 1 more. Okay, get rid of that snake. We just accept. We just accept. I'm sorry. The machine got mad and gave us a snake. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. My heart is racing right now, and nothing is happening. But I want 400 coins more than you could possibly know. I thought the office was going to spread so many more coins than it did. Okay, this is worth it. Though we only have big coin or clover that can improve us. So maybe it's actually not worth it. But if we hit it, it'll feel good. Oh, okay. Come on, man. Come on. Hit me with it. It's okay. No. Give me that single coin, please. Thank you. It's worth 1 attempt at a single coin, not worth 2. Same thing. Oh, that one I should have. That's fine. I should have probably gone with the reroll on that net. That's okay. One reroll is worth it. 2 is not. Reroll is worth it. Get out of here, snake. Give me a coin. Thank you. We're having a bad run here. Not a big deal, but just noting it aloud. Starting to think maybe that coins without a 2x are not necessarily worth a reroll, but I don't know. I'd have to actually do the real math. Hey, look at that. That feels good. Should I have tried to get a 2x on that clover? I don't think so. But it feels like maybe. Okay, let's actually think about this. So if I re-roll, coin is the only thing that improves me. There's a 31.5% chance of that, so it's basically 1 out of 3. I've spent 1 coin. If I spend a second coin, yeah, it's not worth it, turns out. If there's a 2x there, it certainly is. In this case, no. Like this, worth it. Clover or single coin, please. Thank you. One clover is all that's kept us afloat for a little while. Oh, come on. That's a tough loss there. That should have at least broken even in it. I think I'm going to go back to rolling once for a 3rd coin. This. If you hit it, you hit it. If you don't, you move on. This could be coin or clover. Sorry, big coin or clover. I'm going to go for it. Okay. It's not worth continuing, I don't think, because I don't have the 2x. Come on. Thank you. Slow and steady. Oh, baby. Okay. What improves this? 2x or another clover. So really that's only a 10% chance of hitting. 10%. I think it's worth doing actually here. Fuck you, snake. Okay, we'll keep it. We didn't improve. We lost 3 extra coins there. I'll give it 1. I hate you, video game. It's really enticing, but no. Slow and steady. We've been doing it. We keep doing it. We'll get to 400. It's very possible. Very doable. 1 for a coin. Nice. Nice. I basically never expect to get the snake net combo, and here we just got it twice in a row as I'm saying that. But it's like a nice to see situation more than it is anything else. Like, you can't expect that to happen. 1 spin for a coin. Nope. Spin for a coin. Nice. That's twice in a row that worked out. Nice. Snake net is keeping me afloat right now. Okay. No, it's not worth it. for a coin. One for another coin or a 2x. Cool. My back is starting to hurt. I need to build this new chair. It's next to me, but Twigsworth sleeps on the box. I just got him a new perch that's about the same height and width as it, but it's not arrived yet, so I can't replace the box with his new perch until then. But then I'll have a new chair. It's going to be awesome. I hope. God, I hope. Because I bought it a long time ago, and I cannot return it. Either way, it'll be better than this chair. This chair has seen a lot of sitting. I bought it in 2020. It's done well. Me with that single coin, please. Please? Oh my gosh. This is the break-even roll. Okay, well. Nice. That's worth one roll for a coin. It's okay. One roll for a coin. Nice. Roll for a coin. Come on, game. Let me out of here. Nice. Let me have this. Pointer 2x, nice. Oh, baby. Coiner 2x. Coiner 2x. Coiner 2x. Get rid of the snake. Nice. Oh, that felt so good. Am I delirious? Maybe. But it felt good. What do you want from me? Oh, we're getting close. 380. Okay. One for a coin. Nope. Oh, that was really good. Okay, so this was 6 doubled. I still don't know about double net. That's the only piece of this that eludes me, and I don't care, obviously, but it's just something I don't know. Does net snake equal 2 snakes? I don't know. Come on. It would be so cool if I got up to like 390, whatever. I'll be at 390 right now. If I got up into like the mid 390s, 395 or something, and then I just nailed a quadruple crown on a spin and walked out of here with $1 billion. But I don't need that. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. We're almost there. But it would be cool. We have to admit. Oop, one roll for the coin or a double. Nice. Oh, my heart is beating so fast. One for a coin. Interesting. Not worth it. One for a coin. Come on. Get me there, machine. We're so close. Little bad run there, but now we're good. Right back where we were, basically. Thank you, Clover. Okay, hit the coin. Hit the coin. Come on. Come on. Coin or clover, man. Oh, mean. Nice. Okay. Triple coin or clover. Come on. Okay, we're hitting a bit of a drought here. That's okay. It's about keeping steady, doing the thing that we've been doing. One for a coin. Nice. For a coin. One for a coin. One for a coin with a net as backup. Snake. It's crazy how quickly you can just end up on a bad run. For a coin. Nice. With a triple or a clover, please. I really need this right now. Ah. Golly. For a coin. Nice. Get out of here, Snake. Oh, that was nice. Okay, I've had to go to the bathroom for like 30 minutes. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. I'll be back in a matter of moments. See you in a second. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just run ads early so that none of us miss anything. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Enjoy the ads. If you don't want to see ads and would rather see like old school commercials from the United States, you can always subscribe. But otherwise, thanks for hanging out. I'll be right back.
For Nintendo.
Okay, welcome back. Still in the casino. Thanks for sitting through some ads if you did, and if you didn't, I hope you enjoyed those old commercials from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. But we've got gambling to do. For a coin? For a coin? Okay, worth getting another coin maybe? Or 2x? Nope, that's okay. We take the +1. Nice. We roll for another coin or 2x. Nice. Beautiful. We just need a little luck. And to maintain the plan that we have been doing. Oh, that's so good. Thank you very, very much, video game. Hey, do that, please. I know. You wanted to go to bed and I didn't come to bed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. That feels real good. Okay. Okay, that puts us so close. We're in striking distance right now. Just keep at it. We don't even look at the total that you're at. Just keep doing the thing. Just keep doing the thing. Wow. That's a lot of snakes. A clover would have been so sweet there. Okay. Me with that coin, please. Come on. 1 in 3 chance, huh? Thank you, although we only gained a couple, but still something. One for a coin. Thank you, Snake and Nut. Oh, God. Gotta go for it. Gotta hit it. Give it to me, video game. Come on. Yes! Okay. So freaking close, man. We're at exactly the 400 that I needed. Oh, it's so sweet. Twigsworth, I know, I'm sorry. And to my neighbor who probably can hear me, I'm sorry. Oh, we fucking did it, dude. Okay, now I have to walk through the chapel. No, I didn't draft a chapel today, but good call, Random Red. Okay, so where do I need to go? Just north? Just north. Just north. Oh my god. Oh. I'm so happy right now. And the hilarious thing is all this is gonna do is open more questions. But it doesn't matter. Each blue room drafted on the 8th rank will contain a hidden blue memo. I'm gonna need to start another sheet. My hair was disappearing when I did this. Tents fit for a prince. Sturdy construction, steel stakes, and scouting rope included. Base size 6x8, 40 inches high. Dew dry finish, water resistant treatment. It's fucking mine. Random Red, were you here just watching me roll those for the whole time? I appreciate it, dude. Very, very cool. Oh my god, this feels so good. I honestly did not expect to get this going into the day. There's so many other things that I expected to have happen, but it was not getting 400 coins. But here we are. Purchased. Okay. Is there a place where I want to end the day for any reason? Don't think so. Our next day will have 25 stars if we get an observatory, which will put me into the position to finally also unlock that secret cool room in the chess room. Or not the room, but the whatever happens inside the down area. You get it. If you've seen the game, you know. Okay, I don't think there's anywhere to go. I'm just going to call it a day because I am scared of the power going out, to be honest. We got him. We got the tents, man. They're blue now, right? Oh, thank fucking God. Look at this. The Garden Shopping Center of Games. I'm so excited to find out how and what the blue notes are going to reveal. That's going to have to happen on another stream. We're going to save and quit. Oh boy, tomorrow I'm streaming again. I don't know what game. I want to play more of this, but I also am nearing the end of Metroid Prime 4, so I think I'm probably going to go for Metroid Prime 4 tomorrow. Tuesday, as usual, Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode with the Loose Wig will be happening around 6 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget to give me a follow. That way you can see me in your list. I don't expect you to have alerts on. I don't. But, you know, it's nice to see the people that you know are in the list. Nightbots. Was that some? Yeah, just thank you, Nightbot. That said, it's been an incredible stream. I'm so glad I decided to do this tonight. I've been thinking about blueprints nonstop for like a week, and I wanted to get back to it, and it's time. I'm so excited to check off that stupid goal. Actually, 1.5 goals were checked off in reality. You know what? Let me pull it up. Blueprints goals on here. Obviously, I have them in my notes too on my iPad. But we cleared more tunnel boxes. Oh, I don't know if I had enough steps, but I would have liked to go see if I cleared how much of the tunnel boxes I need to clear still. But it is what it is. But we adjust this. We have finished the 400 gold to the gift shop. Goodbye. So these are my list of goals now. Actually, you know what? I need to now add to that. blue rooms rank 8 or later. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see who's streaming. Let's give a mini raid over to somebody. I don't know who's sticking around. Well, let's see. Is there someone playing Blueprints? First, let me look at my following list. Start there. I don't have any Blueprints enjoyers at the moment. Let's go with same category and see who's there. Is there anyone that I recognize? There's not. However, this person, Ziberian, just started streaming today and is on day 8. They're very early on. Please do not spoil anything for them, but we're going to go give a raid to a fellow Blueprints enjoyer. I hope they're enjoying it as much as we all will. Do not spoil anything for this lovely person who I've never met before. We'll see you there. Let me get that raid going. Oh, come on. There were 3 of us here a second ago. You don't want to raid with me, everybody? Okay, well, I'll head over there at least. I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. It's been truly a lovely, lovely night of